Alrighty guys, just wanted to do another quick update on the fucking hoopty. It's a 78 F-150 with the C4 automatic trans and the 302 V8. 100,450 miles, all original one owner. Recently I did a video on it having a seized motor. Well, I got that to break free the other day, as in yesterday. Yeah, I just kept working it free with the breaker bar and spraying PB blaster in all the spark plug holes. Kept hitting the starter because I rewired, put new solenoid, all that stuff in there. Rewired that, kept hitting the starter, and I marked right here where the fan blade was, and I could see the fan, slowly moving down. I could turn it over by hand now, it's pretty cool. Anyway, I saw it turning, and eventually it broke free. Shot PB blaster all over the hood. Let it crank it over for about 20 seconds, letting all that stuff clean out of the cylinders. Put the spark plugs back in, put new spark plugs in it. The wires are, okay. I just wanted to see if it would fire up. I didn't really think it was going to have spark either. Any hoozle, put everything back up, put the air intake stuff back on, and turned the key, fired up, and started idling by herself. It ran really bad because it has about 3-year-old gas in it. It's, smoking. It has a manifold leak on the passenger side. It's leaking out of the donut gasket. But other than that, it was running really good. I redid the transmission fluid in it because it leaked out somewhere. But I refilled it, put it in drive, reverse, and all that stuff. All the gears work. I didn't see any leaks. Put 1030 motor oil in it, about 3 quarts because it was low. Probably because it leaks out of the front end of the motor and the rear end of the motor, everywhere. Put new coolant in it. It only seems to leak a little bit out of the bottom radiator hose. So far so good. So I had it running and driving. We were messing around with it yesterday. Don't have any footage of it because data got corrupted, but driving around for about 2 hours on the half tank of bad gas that it had. Just trying to, clean it out as much as possible. This morning, well actually last night, it stalled out and didn't seem like it was getting enough fuel. So I suspected that it was getting to the bottom of the tank and it was picking up a bunch of rust, which it was. I bought a bunch of these fuel filters because they bolt right onto the carburetor there. This was the first one that I put on and tried to crank it over. It fired up for a couple seconds and instantly clogged the fuel filters up. So what I did, I just stopped there. I took the original one off and drilled a hole through it. And it seemed to run a little bit longer. Ran for about 20 seconds. And then it's not even getting fuel through that line. So either the fuel pump's clogged up with rust garbage or, whatever. But it needs new fuel lines and probably just try to get the new fuel tanks in it. I poured a can of seafoam in each tank and 5 gallons of gas in each tank. Hopefully it'll try to clean up whatever's in there. I do have a brand new battery over there on the charger because I about ran it dead trying to get it running. Charging system seemed to work. I ran it for 2 hours. So the radio was on and the lights were on and all that stuff, so it didn't kill the battery that way. So basically, either I could just get a boat gas can and somehow can fuckaroony it right here, and then just run a fuel line to the fuel pump, which is probably the easiest way, just a 5-gallon can right there, or spend about $500 on new gas tanks and run new rubber fuel lines all the way down here. Any hoozle. But, yeah. It ran pretty good. Don't mind the giant hole right here. Let's see, I put about 29 miles on it because I had 410 on it. So, about it. The truck's interior's pretty nice besides the hole in the floor and the cut in the seat. There's no cracks in the dash or anything, so that's pretty cool. Just want to do that update. Maybe I'll work on it more to get it running, but kind of don't want to put that much money into something that I don't know if it's going to run, because probably going to have to buy a new carburetor too, because it's leaking fuel out of the plunger here. As soon as you push the plunger in about half throttle, it sprays fuel out, That tells me that the gaskets are shot. The choke works, you know, most of the time. I mean, I started up 2 out of the 3 times the choke worked when it was cold. So that was cool. Factory choke's working good. All the linkages are freed up, but I still probably should pull that carburetor off and try to clean it out, because I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of burned gas, like old gas and rust in there. But anyway, I also broke the vent line off, so I just took one off my 97 Vortec and it's stuck in there, and it's got to run a rubber hose to the air intake, and it actually worked really well. So I'm running a 97 Vortec 350 vacuum line on a 78 Ford 302 block. Mint. And see you guys in the next video.